bugas. Low. Okay. It's time to do another video update. The old video about video performance guide. This one. Almost 2 years ago. To be short and fast. Basically almost the same, but for new guys, so need to help. Because Black Desert updated their anti-cheat to the new version of the old one and removed the easy anti-cheat that was a root anti-cheat. Now we are able to change stuff with process lasso. Here, download it for free. The free version has every restart of your computer has 10 seconds window that you have to wait and then close it and then you can use it, or you can buy the pro version. Okay, another program that we're gonna need is Intelligence Standby List Cleaner. Here, those are two programs that we're gonna need. Process. What we can do here, we can do Affinity of the processors, the cores, which cores are used by the game, and our performance in the power plan. So we want this most highest performance. Also the CPU priority class for the Black Desert XE. We can make that without needing to go in the registry anymore, without having a batch file that would bypass the fucking easy anti-cheat. So we are free to do whatever we want. So basically for Intel and any other CPU like Ryzen, want to run the game without hyperthreading. How do we do that? So we go to the XE, click right click mouse button, CPU Affinity, always select CPU Affinity. That's every CPU core that my processor has. It's 12 Gen i7 Intel, so we have performance cores with hyperthreading and 4 efficiency cores without hyperthreading. To run the game better, now we are on remastered. To run the game better, first disable the efficiency cores. Ryzen does not have that, thank God. Okay. It does not move that much, but maybe we're a bit capped on the GPU. Okay, so now we're 20 to 25 from below 2,200. Okay, let's try now hyperthreading. How do we stop the hyperthreading? So CPU 1 and CPU 0 are both one core, but they are 2 threads. For hyperthreading per core you have 2 threads. How do we disable hyperthreading? We just disable one of the threads. So let's say we are disabling only the uneven numbers and leaving the even numbers. Okay, done. FPS are a bit the same. Here, go back to medium to be much. Okay, now that's the most optimized scenario for our game. We want this to be like this. That's both from Intel and for AMD. We disable the uneven or the even cores. It doesn't matter. Maybe it might matter, it might not matter, but the difference is so small that my test proved nothing. With Ryzen CPU, you might have 10 or 12 or 16 cores. So I had a friend that we tried. So 8 cores, 6 cores, at least 6 cores to 10 cores is pretty much fine without much difference in FPS. Okay, so we will see how much the FPS will drop if I disable two of the cores. So now we're running only 6 cores. No change, great. Yeah, FPS are stable, but when I'm just being capped, so we cannot see the actual drops or highs because 6 cores can actually manage that. Let's try 4 cores, just for the sake of it. 4 cores. It runs, still it runs, okay. 2 cores. I hope it does not crash. Two cores. Game runs on 2 cores. Great. But when we start moving around, yep, it's a bit we're losing FPS a lot, and it's a bit stuttering. Okay, let's bring 2 cores up. Can also play the same thing. Okay, now look, FPS are fucking stable. So that's about the cores. You can play a lot with them. I tested that before, but computer crashed. They were a good example of that. I'm gonna try something. Okay, I hope OBS does not crash if I go to full screen. Let's go full screen and see how much FPS do we actually. Okay, 330. Okay. And it fluctuates. 300, 340. Around that. Let's try to disable 2 cores and see how much FPS do we have in full screen. Around the same. Okay, good. We lost like, yep, we lost like 15 FPS. Okay, so my PC is freshly restarted because of the restart, and I'm not seeing the issues I was seeing before. because of one thing, the memory is still not full. The memory is still not full, so we're going to the next program, which is the IntelligenceCle. This little thing. You see, that's my total memory, 32 gigabytes. I have a standby list and I have a free memory. Standby list, that means a memory that is not used at the moment but is saved. The moment something needs more memory, it should be freed. But freeing that memory takes some time. So that's cause of stuttering and issues with RAM. And if your free memory is that low, it will try to even write down on your SSD or your hard drive even. I hope you're not on hard drive, but on only SSD. So this program gets rid of this memory leakage problem. Basically, we have two conditions to work automatically. This is the first condition, this is the second. This is the standby memory list should be at least this number. Then the free memory is lower than this number. If those two conditions both are fulfilled, this will happen per standby list. So let's say you have 32 or 16, just put it by half, divide it by half, put that number. So you want to have at least 16 memory. Okay, 12. How much of a standby? You don't want it to be a little that small, like a gigabyte. It will always go around and it will purge it. The purging would make a slight stutter every time. So we want it to have it like 500. In my case, if you're 16 gigabytes, say 300 or a bit more. It's on your preference, but let's say 500, 5000. Sorry. Okay. Start. When auto start and motoring, launch when login, and we can pick how is the pull rate, how many times in 1 second it's going to check the memory and give us the results here. So by default is 1 second. We can do it 2, we can do it 4. Does not matter that much, just don't make it too low because that's extra work for your PC. And they just start and it's working and you forget about it. Then we can go to Nvidia control panel. And can just copy my settings. We want the CUDA cores to be all for the game. I prefer no fallback system because my GPU has 22 gigabytes. It does not matter for you. Only if your GPU has low memory capacity, you want it to be on driver default or preferred system fallback. That means the GPU, when your GPU RAM is full, it will use the GPU RAM or the RAM sticks, your regular RAM. Latency ultra, max frame rate of monitor technology, fixed refresh, preferred compatible for maximum performance, highest available refresh rate, high performance, and optimization on, threaded optimization on, virtual sync always off. Always off. Okay, that's done for control panel. That's not potato, that's just regulating, making the game run smoother with good graphics, without touching the graphics, without killing them. If you want to kill them, that's not the guide for you. That's not a potato guide. It will mess with your drivers, so it might really mess your game. If you're trying those stuff, it's on you. Game settings. I always keep the texture high. When your processor is good enough, always keep the texture quality high. If you want to drop them only when your GPU is really bad, it cannot keep. So the processor is gonna do extra work to compress the texture quality, so the GPU does not bottleneck that much. It would have easier time. So keep it on high, regulate which graphics you want to have. I would grind on medium, high, or sometimes remastered. But if I want to do PvP, I'll pick low, very low, lowest optimal. There are some issues with lowest optimal and very low. The lighting is a bit bad. On low and medium, they're a bit better. But it takes a toll. It takes a toll. FX should be something like that, or mostly like that. I would suggest just lower them manually, because otherwise you can do that funky thing, character effect optimization, and high tolerance ventures. Yeah, that might work, but I have seen that stuff like you're kissing some guy on the ground, you're going to kill him and he immediately disappears because you're in siege and your FPS drops. So the game hides the guy and he goes away. Or you don't see any effects and you have to learn to play without any effects, and that's miserable. You're wondering what hit you. Even if you knew who it hit you, would be a bit unavoidable. 17 minutes. 10 minutes now. I hope this makes some sense for you. Let's try to do a fast recap. Process lasso for removing, disabling hyperthreading, memory optimization, processor plus prioritization. Just open it again. I Affinity, memory, normal, but memory priority none. What? Huh? Okay, that was weird. Memory priority should be normal. Normal. Power profile, we can set it on split specifically for the game also. That's with process lasso. You can also manage some other stuff, some other apps if you want, if you have a lot of cores and if you want to play around and, like, say, make this type of thing that I tried. So you're gonna enable the game to use the even cores, and you're gonna let any other programs that you use, like OBS, Discord, your browser, they're gonna use those cores. You're gonna do the reverse course. We're gonna disable for the other programs. We're gonna disable the even numbers. maybe we can enable the efficiency cores. That can make sense for you. If you want, try it out. It won't hurt. You can reverse anything after that. Just try not to touch anything that is Windows related to the operating system. Try to avoid doing stuff like that. Only standby programs, background programs, those kind of stuff. This is process lasso. The other one was intelligent standby list cleaner. Just set it up, give it 2 checks, start, minimize it, not close it, minimize it. It will disappear from here and it will be just here, like this. Here's, and it's here, hidden. Okay, that's pretty much all the stuff that I can recommend you at the moment. Oh, one more thing. I almost forgot. Okay. I tried one thing, but it is very dependable on your case. It's recommended to keep it on, but you can try to turn it off, that setting. It's scheduler, GPU scheduler, automatic GPU. Right click, display, and graphics. Change default graphics settings. Here is the hardware accelerated GPU scheduling. Yada yada yada. TLDR. It should help you optimize the resources of the GPU, which app needs more and less. So if you're streaming and playing the game, this might help. By default, it's on. You have to restart your PC if you turn it on and off. Every time you change it, you have to turn it off and off. It is here. Those stuff here. Optimization. Let Windows, power savings, high performance, yada yada. Those stuff are regulated when this thing is on. It might help, might not help. The first time when I tested this, I disabled it. I went and restarted my PC. The performance, like the smoothness, the animations, everything was so much faster that I had trouble controlling my character. It was so fast that timing was so off that for 2 weeks I readjusted my timings when I turn it off. I would recommend you to try and test it out, but pick your poison. If I had other issues that were fixed when I disable it, like when I'm trying to go from full screen to window mode and vice versa. I had issues. My PC was a bit freezing. It was sluggish. I had issues. Windows pre-install will help. The reinstall will help. I had some issues with the CPU, with the optimization, with the power plan, and I had to wipe the whole Windows clean, and it fixed my issue. Nothing else helped. Sometimes we gotta do what we gotta do. Follow the pill and delete it, and just delete the old Windows, get a fresh one, start new, because you feel the difference for sure. Unfixable stuff when you're having let's say, let me find the video so you can see it and check it out for yourself. What kind of issue made me delete, not delete, just reinstall Windows? I kind of fixed it and then it came back. I'm taking a bit more time, sorry, but it is what it is. Here it is. I ask for help. And then I explain some stuff here with power management that sorta for some months it was fine, but I still got a bit of stutters from time to time that were. Just come watch this for a second. Look at the FPS. It doesn't allow me to zoom that much. Look at the fucking FPS. Look how much they're fluctuating. And that's idle. That's in idle. That is moving. That is just in loading screen. Just fucking loading screen. Look how much the FPS is going up and going down. It's freezing. Going up. Freezing like now. 37. Like what the fuck. So if you have stuff like that, try. That's power management. Or some issue, some other issue like graphics driver. Reinstall, and then if you can fix it, reinstall Windows. It should help for sure. Okay, guys, that was for me. I hope it helped. See you next time. Bye.